Yeah, YouTubers, Tasman here, bringing you another episode of Pathfinder Kingmaker. And in the last episode, we defeated the Stag Lord. We defeated everyone in his thing by some kind of miracle. We didn't die. Well, probably because we set all those things a lot easier than what they were as far as the settings go, because we kind of just want to really see what the game holds after the Stag Lord. So, what I've done, actually, and then we even tried getting all the way up here, and we were 1 hour shy. Because if we go look at this right here, right, it took us 1 day and 5 hours to get the Olegs. Even though when we click the thing, it actually says 1 hour and 4 days. 1 day and 3 hours, sorry. 1 day and 3 hours. However, when we try it, it fails. We're going to try it once again. If that doesn't work, I've created a backup of this save, and I have modified it so the value under the game time or whatever it is, like 89, I set it to 80. I'm not exactly sure what that will do, how many days that will give us. Maybe it'll give us 9 days, I don't know. But we'll see if we can make it in this time, which I think if we don't actually get ambushed or have to go fight, we should be able to do it in theory, because I mean we should have an hour to spare. But I want to try that one last time. If we can't do that, then we'll load up my other save that should give us, who knows, maybe it'll give us only a couple hours more, I don't know. So let's go ahead and try this and see what we get. I know we got one ambush right around here. Yep. Try to avoid, and we successfully evade them. And then we had a second set of enemies that I think were, oh crud, I didn't do it right, did I? Go back to Oleg's again. I forgot to hit continue. 16 hours, and we have 17 hours. Oh, whoops. I don't know what that did for you guys, but I minimized the window. Go back to the map. We should still be okay. Now we got another ambush. It was like right here. Oh.
May we have a moment of respite?
And we told them, no, you may not. We're almost there. Let's just get there. And we failed. So yeah. I don't think we can make it there with that hour to spare. So I created this other one. I backed up Tazzy03. I went into the file and modified that game time value. Like I said, I'm not sure if that is the only value or if it actually has other values in other files that base off of that. So this might not work. I'm not 100% sure, and I have no idea how much time we actually gave ourselves. So if we go into journal, oh, we gave us 10 days. That doesn't make sense, because I went from 89 to 80. If that was days, although we did have 1 day, so 9. Interesting. So we must, that timer must not have started, it must have started 1 day in. Interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and try it again and see if we can make it. Come on, baby. Let's do this. Let's get there. Let's talk to Oleg. We have lots of time. Dun 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 dun. Ka-chink. Hey, we didn't get the ambush there. So I guess that's not set in stone that you get that ambush. Oh my heck, we're gonna make it all the way. And do you want to enter? Yes, please. If you fail trickery to open a chest, try a different character or return to try again at higher levels. All right.
In
I
due
think
time.
I think it might have worked because we didn't fail. And who knows, this might break some game mechanics later on. We'll just have to deal with that as we go. Where's Oleg? Oleg! We did it! A fine day. The Stag Lord is gone. We found his fortress and sent the villain to oblivion. Yes, we did. Tell me about yourself. Nope. Oleg looks at you with respect, bordering on admiration. And good riddance. Maybe now we'll be able to actually live in the Stolen Lands rather than just surviving. Oleg sighs. Without a doubt, more people will flock here now. It'll surely boost trade, but all the noise they'll bring with them, well, that's none of your concern. I bet you can't wait to return to Restov and report your great victory, as long as I don't have a timer on it. Restov awaits. I plan to set off right away. Yes. The fog seems to be thinning, but we should wait until it burns off completely. In the meantime, I'll gather some supplies for you. And who's saying this? Am I saying this? I'll gather some supplies for your journey to make sure you can enjoy your trip back to Restov. We did it! We beat Pathfinder! No, we totally cheated. Alright, so now we have a new quest to tell Jamali, or whatever her name is. Oh, I guess we're there.
Good work. Nice to see I haven't lost my intuition
Oh, poop.
for people. Not many would have managed to set out to the Stolen Lands and return with the Stag Lord's head. But I knew you could handle it.
Did you? You were gonna turn on us if we didn't turn it in time. Whatever. Alright.
Congratulations are in order. Today, you'll receive the title of Baroness before the High Society of Restov, and even Natala Sertova personally. God's bless her. Tomorrow, you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands if you wish, but this time as a ruler.
I am the new Empress, Tazi Man, Baroness of the Stolen Lands.
But matters of state can wait. For now, enjoy this feast in your honor. All the city leaders are here. It's a great opportunity to make some useful connections. Speaking of connections, let me introduce you to Kasil Eldori. He's my adopted son and apprentice. He's a trustworthy man. I'd like to send him with you as an envoy.
Kasil, a young half-orc. Wait. Did she say it's her... Did she say it's a nephew? Or do you already... A half-orc with impeccable poise performs a textbook perfect bow. Hold up the scorecard. He got 10s all across the board. Jamandi, just what kind of game are you playing? I think I have the right to know. I don't need an envoy. Do you already know about my encounter with Tartuccio? Thank you. I'm going to speak with the guests. I'm kind of curious about the game here.
Yes, you certainly have that right. But tell me, how well do you know Brevoy's history, or the current political atmosphere? It won't be an easy explanation.
Wait, is he Brevoy? I can't remember his name already. What do I need to know about the history? Oh, Brevoy's a place. Wait, is that where I'm Empress of? Or Baroness? What do you need to know about the history of Brevoy? What do I need to know about the current political atmosphere? What role do I play in your plans? What part does Restov play in the game? Thank you for your explanation. I'm kind of curious what my role is.
Rostland wants to regain its independence, and we will regain it. The power the Isians hold over us is humiliating and costly. And the Sertovas won't give us our freedom without a fight. That is, unless there is some external power that can force everyone to sit down and talk. Do you see where this is going?
I am
The
this
Stolen
external
Lands are
power?
disputed
Oh,
territory.
sorry.
Brevoy can't appropriate them without raising protests from each of the neighboring states. However, If some brave people were to found independent states on that land, it would be another matter entirely. My hope is that you and your future neighbors, Baron Hannes Drelev and Captain Maegor Varn, will become our allies. But even your neutrality would introduce a powerful counterbalance to the aggression of the noble houses. Maybe, with your help, the inevitable division of Brevoy can occur without too much pain.
What do I need to know about the current So, what do I need to know about the current political atmosphere?
We, the Aldori and the great noble houses, spent 200 years under the rule of invaders, the Royal House Rogarvia. We plotted, we schemed, we stabbed each other in the back, but open confrontation was out of the question. But a few years ago, House Rogarvia disappeared. No one knows how or why, but one day, their manors were just empty, and the force that held Brevoy together, that kept us from a bloody feud, ceased to be. Brevoy is currently ruled by the House Surtova, the former kings of Issia, but their power pales in comparison to that of House Rogarvia when they were here. So now Surtova and Aldori stand facing each other, staring each other in the eye, waiting for the other to draw their sword. It's an untenable situation. No one wants a civil war that would drown Brevoy in blood, but peace between us is also out of the question.
So Brevoy is a developing nation. So am I the Baroness over the... No, I can't remember. What's the lands? The stolen lands?
What's now called Brevoy was originally two different countries, Rostland and Issia. 200 years ago, they were stuck in constant squabbles. Then, Coral the Conqueror showed up and united the two states into one. Such diplomatic tricks are easy to manage when you have dragons at your disposal.
I totally understand squabbles. I have 2 kids.
The so-called noble houses of Brevoy, mainly Surtova, Orlovsky, and Lebeda, once ruled over Issia. We, the Aldori, ruled Rostland. The Royal House Rogarvia, founded by Coral the Conqueror, forced us into obedience. But 200 years isn't long enough to make peace with such a troubled history. Even 2,000 years wouldn't be enough for us to accept Issian rule. Brevoy is a country held together by a thread, and that thread grows ever weaker.
I see. So, don't the Swordlands have any other foreign allies capable of playing this role?
We hope to get some help from the Maivani Aldori, the descendants. I hope you have a better understanding of what's at stake.
Uh-oh. Thank you for the explanation. Do you already know about my encounter with Tartuccio?
Of course. Keston gave me a full report. You dealt with the scoundrel perfectly. It would be naive to think that none of your neighbors will try to stick their hands in your affairs. Especially that sly fox Iravetti.
So is it I think it's the Stolen Lands, right? That's what I'm Baroness over. Can we rename it? I don't know. Stolen doesn't seem really good. I think I'm going to speak with the guests.
Enjoy your evening. When you're ready for the official part, come to me.
All right, will do. Oh, the Stag Lord, that bloodthirsty bandit. Something. Heron deserves a reward for her feat. Baron title, blah, blah, blah. Mingle with the guests. He's not a guest. Alright, let's go mingle. Hey, I leveled up. What is that? Maegor Varn. This man obviously more comfortable on the battlefield. He looks like he's hoity-toity. More comfortable on the battlefield than in company of nobles. He's well built, but the expensive waistcoat he's wearing doesn't quite fit properly, as though it was borrowed. He has a few pale scars across his face, his dark hair drawn into an unkempt ponytail, with few streaks of gray running through it. He greets you with a broad smile and a firm handshake. That's it, huh? Oh, Maegor. Let me introduce myself. I'm Maegor Varn, the new rule of Dunsword. Did you have to fight a bunch of people and we're on a timer and all that stuff? Your neighbor to the east. Like you, I'm about to be a baron. Great job with the Stag Lord, by the way. Not everyone could exterminate the whole gang of bandits with such a small team. Tell me about it. How did you earn this title, Baron? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Truth be told, my team and I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Jamandi Aldori needed someone reliable to take and hold the territory. I'm captain of a mercenary team. If that wasn't clear, Varnling host. That part's not clear. Have you heard of us? No? No matter. We've done work for Jamandi before. This time the task was simple. We just waltzed into an area, cleared it of the most brazen monsters, and built a small fort to hold the place. And for that, a barony and land to own. It was a dream job. Dude, you lucked out. How do you feel about being a noble? Looking at his rich clothes, Varn smirks. Like a peasant on a plate. I've killed all kinds of monsters. I guess I'm giving him this hoity-toity voice, and it doesn't sound like he matches it. He'd probably have more gruff voice, but this is the first time I've strongly felt like turning away. Could get me eaten. Turning away could get me eaten. Yeah. Okay. Well, it was nice meeting you. Who else can we meet? Oh, and dialogue. So, a guest. Probably Keston. I thought that was my priest guy. Well, Tartuccio. Hey, well, scum. I can't read it now. And how did we... maybe I've had one too many. Who else we got in here? We got a guest. Am I supposed to mingle with the guests? Oh, these young heroes. Such bravery, such spirit. Why, I remember when I was your age. That looks like a tiefling.
Will you drink with me?
Hey, don't we know her? You see Casey approaching. The tiefling you met during the battle at Jamandi Aldori's mansion. As she draws near, she places one of the cups of wine she's holding in your hand. Will you drink with me? I don't know, do I trust her? Of course, to beauty, to my success. You want to get right to business? I have yet to become Baroness, and already it seems someone wishes to poison me. I don't know. Let's kind of avoid the drink.
I'd say you like to walk a straight road and keep away from roundabouts.
Yes, I do.
But jokes aside, I came to apologize. I know the words I said in our conversation with Lady Aldery might have offended you, but this was not my intention. The lessons life has dealt me were not easy. I've learned to be wary of new acquaintances, which is why I've refused to join your party. I hope you will forgive me for this weakness and for my harsh words. And I hope you will hear me out, for I have something to tell you.
Well, we are chaotic good. Are we forgiving? Apology accepted. What did you want to tell me? No need to apologize. I don't expect everyone I meet to immediately fall under my charms and entrust me with all their secrets. That kind of is what I would think she would actually say. First, I will listen to what you have to say, then I'll decide what to think of your repentance. You've shown your duplicity once. I don't have anything further to do with you. I think I'm a fairly forgiving person. And she chose who she thought she needed to go with. So I'm not going to hold that against her.
How amusing. Usually those who don't seek affection are the very ones who receive it. Anyway, enough sweet talk. There is something important I wanted to tell you.
What is it?
As it happens, I came across some very valuable information. What brave conqueror of these wild lands wouldn't be intrigued by news of an ancient shrine, possibly full of great treasures? A place such as this was discovered by my old friends from Kadira, and it just so happens to be located in the lands that today become rightfully yours. My friends lack the courage to enter the shrine and seek the treasure, but what will stop us? We who know the taste of battle and have been singed by the same fire.
She stops looking at you expectantly. She stops looking at you expectantly. What could be better than a treasure hunt? I'm ready. Sounds tempting, but I'll need to think about it. Forgive me if your promises are not measuring. I've no wish to have anything more to do with you. Now, for her to say that, no apology necessary, this definitely would not be it, but I think she wants to know more about it or wants to think about it.
Your caution is reasonable. Well, I'm going to visit the capital of your newborn barony anyway. I might rent a house. Find me there if you decide you're interested in my offer.
So maybe a new
So,
ally?
young friend, I'll call you so today because soon enough, all you'll be hearing is, Your Grace, Your Grace, Your Grace.
Saluting you with a cup, the tiefling girl steps back and disappears in the shadows between the columns. Let's see if she actually disappears. She did! Interesting things are happening, blah blah blah. Alright, so, we have a guard, we have a person, another person, and a guest. Oh, I tried the guest and all I did was throw up a thing. So let's try Chandra. Ah yes, I see good old Restov hasn't changed a bit. Even the smell in the streets is the same. Oh, here's someone big. Natala Surtova is discussing something with an unfamiliar old lady in a low voice. Upon noticing you, she breaks into a sugary sweet smile. You are not only tough, but quick. Well, congratulations on your victory. Enjoy it while you can. That sounds a little snide. Is that a threat? I would never. I simply wish to warn you in case you don't fully realize the fate that awaits you and your barony. Nothing good, I fear. The Alduri, I can't remember how they said it, our dearest friends didn't deem it necessary to inform you of their plans, I assume. You see, they're preparing to separate from Bravoy. It will not be a peaceful process. They lack the strength currently, hence using this legal loophole to create some independent allies. Once the civil war breaks out, your lands will be the first to endure a strike from Bravoy's forces. Perhaps they'll erect a memorial stone in independent Restov to honor you. Well, I wouldn't count on that. Really, I can't read. What do you propose? In your situation, the most reasonable course of action would be to align yourself with the lawful ruler of Bravoy. The noble house of Aldori won't dare to rebel, knowing they will immediately become entrapped. You could help Bravoy avoid civil war by simultaneously enjoying some well-deserved peace in your lands. I believe Jamandi has already attempted to impose... Is this me talking? No, this is still her. Attempted to impose a guard on you as an emissary. I'm guessing her low-born stepson? The green-skinned boy, Casil? It's up to you, of course, but I would recommend you a different envoy. Please meet Chandra Murphy, an experienced diplomat who is more familiar with Bravoy's politics than any brawler could be. Well, now you'll talk to me. You look really hoity-toity. The old woman standing next to Natala gives you a slight bow. I would be happy to help you establish diplomatic relations with Bravoy. I'll consider it. Think on it. Do not make any hasty decisions. Who's this? Just a guard? I don't... He is saying all of high society is here. Even Natala Surtova. Is that who that was? Her. Natala Surtova. There could be an assassination. A provocation. Anything! This guest... Oh, these young heroes, such bravery, such spirit. Why, I remember when I was... Isn't that what the last guy said? Alright. We got Jamandi. I'm not going to talk to those guys just yet. Do we talk to people in seats too? Guest. Tristan, he's my own guy. Guest, and Lindsay's right there. Amiri, wearing her very stylish hat. Guest. Lander. Is Lander someone I've already... I don't know who Lander is. Guest. No, I don't know this guy. A handsome, well-dressed young man, about 17 years old, looks at you with a polite smile. So, you're the famous slayer of the Staglord gang, soon to be Baroness. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Lander. Just Lander, no last name? Well, let's just say I'm here incognito. Under my circumstances, it is wise to keep one's lineage to oneself. Truth be told, that's precisely what I wanted to speak with you about. You see, I'm an heir to one of Bravoy's noble houses. I won't say which, but believe me, a newly appointed baroness with no connections would do well to have a friend like me. I travel the country in secret without servants so I can see it for myself. Not from a carriage window, but face to face with the people. My family would never approve, of course, but then I never asked. I need to know Bravoy if I'm going to rule part of it someday. I know Jamandi wants to impose her stepson as your emissary of Bravoy. Refuse. Take me instead. So, do I only get to choose one of these people? We have the weird lady, we have this dude, and we have the stepson. Don't look at my age. While they may have trained this half-orc to swing a sword, I've been training to rule since I was a child. I'll be far greater use to you, both now and in the future. Holy cow, we're at 30 minutes. After I have firm position in my family. Oh no, I'm not from here. I'm just visiting. You could say I wanted to see for myself the heroes who managed to conquer the frontier lands. And the Lord Mayor was kind enough to invite me to his wonderful party. I don't need him to tell me again. And that either. Guest, harem. Oh, that's Mr. Doldrum. I might need to talk to him, because he was with the demon chick, the tiefling chick. And then there's a guest. I don't know who that is. Probably someone else that's choose me instead. Let's go talk to Harem. Oh, I guess he's not going to talk much. A feast in times of pestilence. Oh, wait. A ludicrous attempt to sink into reverie, to digress from contemplating one's own insignificance. Such a downer. Guest. Was it this guy? Hannes Drelev. This man's gorgeous clothes, hiding rippling muscles beneath them. He looks past your ear, obviously bored. Baron Hans Drelev. He says offhandedly, emphasizing the word Baron. Baron Hannes Drelev. Drelev? And you must be the Staglord Butcher. I'm sorry, I quite forgot your name. But you look out of the stag... You took out the stag... I can't read. But you took out the Staglord and his gang. And Swordlord Jamandi is granting you permission to take his place, right? I guess. Well, congratulations. My lands lie to the west of yours. I suppose we're neighbors now. Did he do anything? A smirk appears across his face. I don't need to deserve or prove anything. Countless generations of my glorious ancestors have done so for me. If I had a slightly bigger army, Swordlord Jamandi would have simply given all of the stolen lands to me. Alas, a bigger army... Dude, I had 5 people. 5! Count it! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need a bigger army. I could probably take out your army. I didn't really say that. Alas, I don't have so many soldiers at my disposal, so she had to urgently make barons of the likes of you and Varn. This guy's a dork. If he wants to be whatever I'm supposed to have, the answer is no. It's between him and probably the girl. So you have no army and no special merits. You were just given land for being pretty. Oh, that's kind of rude. Under other circumstances, I'd have you whipped for such words. But let's not ruin Lady Aldori's celebration. If you want so badly to measure merits, we can do so another time. You're not a very polite nobleman. Ha! Politeness must be deserved. Wait. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye! Not even denying to reply, Baron turns around and looks away. What a doofus. There's a guest. There's Octavia. Hey, Octavian Ragnarar's here. Who's this dude? A guard. Oh, it's Vanki Keg, a handsome man with a weathered, beaten face, grasps your hand tightly, his rough, calloused palms, unlike the rest of the guests in their festive clothes. He wears a simple robe. The only luxury you see on him is a holy symbol of Aristil, made of solid gold. The other guests look at him with respect, some bordering awe. Congratulations on your victory, he says in it. Oh, I guess it's a deep voice. Deep voice. Congratulations on your victory. Allow me to introduce myself. I don't know how old he is. I'm giving some real age. Avanki Keg, High Priest of Aristil in Rostov. I can't really do that voice. Bringing along to stolen lands is a difficult endeavor. I would be grateful for your help, any help you could spare. This isn't telling him. Diplomacy 18 seems pretty good. I don't want that to disappear. Let's try it. Feld. Our most pious aspirations are often hindered, but it is not the case that overwhelming such obstacles allow us to become closer to our God. I give you my blessing, and I believe you will be able to overcome these hardships and achieve your goals. They revere many gods in Restov and pray to Abadar, patron of cities, and Pharasma, gatherer of souls. There are also some other rare cults, but there's no denying that the stag god has the largest congregation here, and no wonder. People here have lived off farming and hunting for centuries. The corners of the priest's mouth turn up to a faint smile. The nobles dress in silks and satins to stand out from the poor. A priest wears simple robe to stand out from the nobles. He seems like a good guy, but he wouldn't join me. Jerk! Alright. I think we only have 2 more, and then we'll probably have some kind of cutscene or something, and then we'll quit. We're at 36 minutes. I think that's her, so that is her nephew or whatever it was. I'm going to go talk to this guy now. Joseph Smellius. No, Selimus. Whatever. An older man with full sideburns looks at you with interest through a golden eyeglass. Well now, if it isn't the hero of the festivities, the protege of our dear Jumanji. Jumanji! You pulled this all off quite cleverly, I confess. I wasn't convinced your enterprise would succeed. I even bet a bottle of my best Pitaxin wine against you. But I'm happy to admit I was wrong. The Alduri have always been adept at finding new talent. Who is this guy? So it would seem I am Joseph Selimus, Lord Mayor of Restov. I rule this town and the adjacent lands. As your northern neighbor, I hope we can look forward to a long, fruitful friendship. So, you rule Restov. Oh, whoops, this is me. So you rule Restov? And what about the Alduri? Ah, Bravois, politics seem complex with incomprehensible to many. Here in this part of Rostland, the spirit of northern freedom still lives. We're loyal to the throne, of course. May the gods prolong the life of His Highness. But here, far from the dominions and great houses, we have our own way of life. It's especially important now, after the certain events that I probably don't need to name. He said he didn't need to name them. He gives you a smile, patronizing. Why, aspiring politician? Why? Is that why? Why an aspiring politician needs to be well informed? I'm talking, of course, about the disappearance of the ruling house Rogarvia. Can you imagine it? Old man Charles conquered our land 2 centuries ago. It would be a shameless lie to say that nobody wished his royal house could just disappear into thin air. But once the exact thing happened, turned out nobody was ready for it. I have no idea what he's talking about. And how are things in Restov? I don't want to boast, but things have been going well in recent years. Trade prospers, the population grows, the citizens are happy. Although recently, especially after the disappearance of House Rogarvia, and more troublemakers have been appearing. And people are talking about the most shocking things. But those sorts of rumors aren't worthy of your attention. Nice meeting you. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'd be happy to accept your offer. I could immediately procure, let's say 500 cartloads of building supplies, I'm sure that would give you a good start. In exchange, I would ask a small favor. Until you repay the debt in full, you simply assume the obligation of contracting building services through Restov's Builders Guild. Do we have a deal? I'm going to have to think about it. Thank you for the offer, but I can't accept it. Not right now, anyway. It's your choice, of course. I just figured I'd mention it. No, I don't want to do that. The feeling is mutual, I assure you. I look forward to hearing more of your dazzling successes soon. And now we have the half-orc dude. Today is a historic day for Rostov, and maybe for all of Bruval. So I am thinking, I'm assuming the next thing that's going to happen is it's going to ask us who we choose. I'm kind of bouncing between Chandra, who's a good diplomat, and it sounds like the thing is diplomatic. But then we also have Lander that kind of has a foot in Rostov already, which would be beneficial. However, he doesn't own the land, so maybe I'll go with Chandra. Alright, let's talk to Jamandi.
So, how do you like our little gathering? I hope you've made some useful connections. Shall we move on to the official proceedings?
Yes, I'd like to talk about the envoy,
My apprentice, Casil Aldori, will go with you, won't he?
No, I don't think so. I think I want Chandra.
The emissary of House Sertova? Well, perhaps it's for the best. As they say, keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
I'm ready for the ceremony now.
Excellent. Stand here.
Alright, I'm standing here.
Lords and ladies, today we are here to honor 3 brave people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the stolen lands.
3 people?
Baron Hannes Drelev, the new master of Glenabon, Captain Maegor Varn, the conqueror of Dunsmore.
Why are they up there and I'm down
finally,
here?
The tamer of the Shrike Hills, who put an end to the atrocities of the Stag Lord's bandits. Step forward.
Oh. Am I being knighted?
On behalf of the people of the free city of Rostov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
Bernistazi! Dun 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 dun! Use control to unsnap your area effect. Spell from it. Oh, that would have been good to have seen. Celebration is over. Okay. Oh, it's still loading. Saving.
Victory. The Stag Lord's dead, and the capital of the new barony has been built in place of his fort. That was how the long and challenging taming of the stolen lands began.
Is that supposed to be me? That does not. Lindsay, you need to draw better. That does not look like Tazzy. Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, Baroness. Keston. Where do I know him from? Welcome, Your Grace. Keston salutes you. You can see he's a bit anxious, and it seems he'd rehearsed his speech many times. Let me once again congratulate you on your victory and your new title. Lady Jamande transferred me here. I am at your disposal. I am not one to bestow honors, but I want you to know I'm glad to serve you. That's good. I'm here to welcome you on behalf of your new capital's citizens. The Stag Lord's former stronghold will soon be a thriving city. Word travels fast, and the first settlers have already arrived, with new ones approaching as we speak. I'm done. I just need to end this video. While you're visiting Rostov, much has been done here. Your benefactors The Alduri invested a great deal of resources in rebuilding the city. I stand ready to answer your questions and show you around. Can I... Where can I get a drink or three? Where are my companions? Are there any citizens I know about? Sure. Our old acquaintance Jihad is right here. Aristil's clerics normally don't like cities much, but he's eager to serve you. Also, the emissary of Brevoy is here, waiting for you in the throne room. There's also this curious matter. An elf has paid us a visit. A blind elf, Desna, only knows how he managed. Oh, Desna only knows how he managed to get here. He seems peaceful, even pleasant fellow, though naturally a little odd. So I let him stay a while. It's up to you to decide what to do with him now. That's about it, I guess. He scratches his head. What's the mood of the people? I must admit I've never seen anything like that in my whole life. A city, a whole barony, born right in front of our eyes. The people sense the moment, and today we're feeling proud. As a rule, I'm not too cheerful or chatty. I'd normally feel out of place among all the rejoicing, but today is just one of those days. Let's go ahead and lead the way. Follow me, Your Grace. Alright, we'll do. Oh, I don't even have to do it. Hopefully this doesn't take long, because I want to end this video, but we got to get to a spot. Curtsy and bow. Greetings, Your Grace. We're well. Your new subjects. Wait. We are, well, your new subjects. We're selecting a site, blah, blah, blah. It's wet near the lake and windy up here on the hill. A fine place to throw garbage at your neighbors' heads. Though, ouch. That guy's moving really slow. Okay, move on. It's a good thing you got rid of those monsters and bandits, Your Grace. Let's move on. Thank you. Do you recognize this place, Your Grace? This is where the Stag Lord's fortress wall used to be. Not that it saved him from the end. Huh? How many people do I have to meet? Our workers did a fine job turning this bandit den into the heart of the town. Okay. Continue on. Heart of every town is its main square. We plan to hold street festivities and fairs here. Look, we already have our first vendor. Alright, continue. Let's go. My voice is getting all scratchy and dead. If you turn to the right from the square, you'll end up straight in our tavern. That's probably where I'll find Amiri. The Tavern L is blessed by King himself, I swear. And the lady who owns it is a gem. Breathing fire. All barons can breathe fire. Trust me. Actually, I do have burning hands. Welcome, Your Grace. Glad to serve you. Are we almost there yet? Grace, those are your guards. They keep order in the city, blah, blah, blah. Oh, now we're looking over the cliff here. Ooh, here the observation platform. I hope one day your capital will grow large enough that we won't be able to see its full extent from the perch. Looks like there's just a couple things over there. Alright, let's continue. Let's get to my throne room so I can save it. The building in front of us is your residence. That's something, something, something. Oh, maybe I can end it here. Is that 40? Oh man, we're almost 50 minutes. Flank your enemies for maximum damage. Welcome to your barony. You are about to make the unyielding stone lands a prosperous kingdom. There is a long, arduous road ahead of you. You and your advisors are going to deal with matters of national importance, found and build up settlements, seize and develop new regions, solve pressing problems, and take advantage of good opportunities. The prosperous governor will be handsomely rewarded. A prosperous governor will be handsomely rewarded with support and donations from their subjects, promising alliances with other states, wealth from their treasury, and many other things. Good luck. All right, we'll go and close that. So now we've reached the main chambers. This is the throne room, where you'll hold court and receive visitors. Let me draw your attention to this large map depicting your barony and its surroundings. Well, we'll mark all the important scout reports and other newsworthy of your grace's attention. Having finished his speech, Keston tucks his thumbs under his belt and stands quietly. Now I gotta listen to her? Great. It's good to see you, your grace. Chandra Murphy, the emissary of Natalia Surtova, greets you with a brief bow. Let's dispense with the formalities and get straight to business. As emissary of the royal house Surtova, I'm here to offer you advice and make sure you don't do anything reckless. I probably would do reckless stuff. I hope my experience in diplomacy and policy will be of some aid as you make your first steps as a ruler of the barony. Barony affects community 6, blah blah blah. These are just stats. Pillage the Temple of the Elk, rebuild the Elk. Is this? Oh, new event. Trade agreement with Surtova. I don't know what all that means. Can we just get to where I can save it? Difficulty level of your barony. You may change the difficulty level of your barony at any time or set it to automatic. If set to automatic, you won't have to deal with most of the government decisions. They will be taken care of automatically and your barony will never fail. However, this will also prevent you from unlocking any governance related achievements. We'll let it do it. We'll manually do it for a little bit, hopefully. The main thing you should know is that the Baroness can solve some of the problems. Who's saying? Okay, that's her. The Baroness can solve some of the problems by giving orders to their representatives and advisors, but there are some things you simply can't delegate. Issues of special importance, such as complicated court hearings or serious threats to security, will demand your personal presence at the capital. Information about these kinds of events will always appear on the map. Holy cow, this is long. Remember that you should visit the capital personally at the beginning of each month by tradition of Brevoy. And most river kingdoms, it is then that the rulers address the day's most important issues and receive visitors. Today, you should choose candidates for the highest positions in the barony. It is not my place to offer my own thoughts on this. Are you done? Your clerics, Jod and Tristan, were the first to ask for audience. I shall leave you to your capable judgment. Be wise, and your rule shall be long and fruitful. Please don't let me just save it. Oh my heavens, another guy. Job. Your grace, allow me to congratulate you on receiving the title of Baroness. I'm confident that you will be able to bring order to these troubled lands. Though, to be honest, that isn't exactly what we wanted to speak to you about. Tristan and I have begun talking a great deal about what happened at the Temple of the Elk. It doesn't all make sense to us yet, but one thing is clear. There's a powerful curse at work. It corrupted the very essence of that sacred place, steeping it with putrescence. Ugh, I'm disgusted with whoever could do this. My heavens, more. And now there's a new woe. Tristan and I believe the curse did not simply disperse of its own accord. There's a place near the capital rumored by the locals to be cursed. Tristan and I visited this dreadful place, and we felt the same putrance, whatever, as the Temple of the Elk. What is this place? Where is it? I don't want to do any more. I'll go there soon as I am able. I would be happy to accompany you, but I would not expect anything new there at present. That's fine. Just get over this. I agree with Tristan. We have been to this hilltop. The barren. It's barren, but filled with a dense atmosphere of unease. Oh, come on. Just get to the end. The curse will grow in strength, and we predict it will reach the peak of its strength in about 1 month. Oh, another timer? Really? That's when we should visit the bald hilltop and resolve this issue. For now, we can only wait and prepare. Yes, are we done? We beg your pardon, your grace. Again? For intervening with you, getting a grasp of your barony. I'm sure you have even more pressing matters at hand right now. Yes, I do. Oh no. How's your adventure going? Let us know. Leave a review. I'm trying to end my video. Choose a name for the stolen lands. Oh, I do get to rename it. Where do I rename it? It went away. The barony has 10 basic stats, each supervised by an advisor, blah blah blah, regent, counselor, general, treasurer, high priest. Yeah, okay. Stat development. I'm just perusing this because I want to be able to end it. Okay. So we are no longer, we're going to be Taztopia. Can I do 4? Zztopia. Taztopia. Actually, I don't know if her name was with an A. Click your capital. No, I'm done. I'm done. I just want to finish this. Where's the stupid end thing? Skip day? No. Close it. Yes. Okay. All right, guys. That is it. We've almost been we're like 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes shy of a full hour. I apologize for that, but I can't stop when it just makes us read everything. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, even though it was long. If you did, be sure to leave thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Discords. And that's it. Look, I'm drinking some fine wine or something. But that's it. Until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.